Let's take a deep dive into string functions in programming. To better understand what exactly string functions are, let's compare it to something that everyone is familiar with. This would be the many tools that make up a toolbox. Each tool, like string functions, are used differently and have their own unique purpose. The first tool would be a ruler. A ruler is used to measure the size of an object. This tool shares the same purpose as the length function. The length function is used to determine how many characters are in a string, similar to how a ruler is used to find how many meters an object is. If we take a look at the code on the right from our practicing string functions lab, we can see how the length function works by reading out the length of the inputted string to the user. The next tool would be a magnifying glass. A magnifying glass is used to find something small in a large area. This is very similar to the define string function, as the find function is used to find a specific substring within a larger string. For example, you can use this function to locate a keyword in a large string, similar to how you would use a magnifying glass to search for a small word in a very large dictionary. On the right, we can see how the find function is used to find and read out the exact position of the keyword entered in the string that is entered by the user. The next tool would be a pair of scissors. Scissors are used to cut out a smaller piece of an object. This is similar to the sub-str string function, as this function is used to cut out a specific substring from the string. For example, if you wanted to remove hello from the string hello world, you would use the sub-str function to cut out the first 5 characters. On the right, we can see how the sub-str function works together with the find function to find the first word and isolate the first word by removing the rest of the string. The next tool would be a paintbrush. Paintbrushes are used to replace one color with another. This is similar to the replace string function, as just like how you can use a paintbrush to cover one color with another, you can use this string function to replace characters in a string with another. We can see how the code, we can see how this code, we can see in the code how the replace function is used to replace every other letter in the string with the @ sign. The last tool would be a glue gun. Glue guns are used to add something to what you're building. For example, you're gluing wooden pieces together. This is similar to the insert string function, as this function is used to insert new characters in specific positions in a string. On the right, we can see how the insert function is used to insert the word big at the given position. Altogether, we can see how all of these functions are used to create a string function toolbox. Thank you.